everyone, my name is Alay from Alay Gaming. Today I want to show you how to change a custom NPC hairstyle and possibly facial hair too, also setting up a new hair color in the creation kit if you want a custom color. The tools you need are Skyrim, the creation kit and WryeBash. I won't go into detail regarding these tools or how to install them. There are other great videos out there that show you how to use these tools, and I'll put some links in both the description as well as in the info box. To change your NPC's look, we of course need mods from which to choose from. For this video, I'm going to edit Bishop from the Skyrim Romance Mod, and I'm going to use KS Hairdos as well as SVBeards to add some much needed variety for the game and also for the possible facial hair that our character can have. First, we want to head into Skyrim and look for the hair color and the hairstyle that we want to put on our NPC. So for that, let's open up the game. For this, we can load up any save game that you want. If you have a female character, then you might need to gender swap her, but for the sake of the video, any save game will do. We will not be saving anyway. So what I'm going to do is to select Show Race menu. You can even start a new game if that's what you want to do. It works the same way this way. So what we're doing is to go through the hair that we have and find a hair that we like. I'm really liking the Soledad hair right here. Hair color, you can have pretty much any hair color you want. I'm going to change that shortly anyway. So what we have in the game is that whatever hair you give Bishop, you just have the default hair color choices. So he will end up having like this color of hair. We don't want that, but we're going to change it in a moment. First, I'm going to also go through the beards that I've installed to look for the one that I really like, and that's this one. Now it's handy to have a notepad handy, so you want to type or type out or write down the name of the hairstyle. For me, that's Soledad, and also the beard that you want to have. So that's for me is 147. Now for the color itself, we're going to choose color and try and get it as close as we want it to. So you can see while changing around, you can have more of a brown hair color, go darker in saturation. I really like this kind. All right, so I think this is a nice color for him. You want to write down the R, so the red value, the G value, which is the green value, and the B value, the blue value. These we're going to need to add the custom hair color later in the creation kit. So we can accept or a nice thing of using the game is that you actually have the option to go through and look at the different characters' hair and really easily navigate around the character. Something that you can't do in the creation kit. So once you picked your hairstyle and the beard, you'll have to do the next step. There's one more step in preparation that we need to do, and that is to make some changes to the Skyrim editor ini file. For that, you want to head to your Skyrim installation. I have mine pinned so I can easily find it. Go down and find the Skyrim editor ini. This one here. You want to locate this line, allow multiple master loads, and you want to set it to 1. This means that you can load multiple masters, something very important in a creation kit if you want to change the hair or even load up Bishop to begin with. So now if you got that, edit it, save, close it, and then the next thing is to go into WryeBash. Once WryeBash is open, you want to locate KS Hairdos and you want to select copy to ESM. And you see it's been created. Same with the SVBeards. You see there's two ESMs that have been created. We're going to close WryeBash, and now we have two files in the override, which is the KS and the SV. So what we are going to do now is we're going to drag and drop the ESMs into the respective folders. So KS Hairdos, ESM in KS Hairdos, and the other one in the SVBeards. It also creates a batch patch automatically. We're not needing these, so I'm just going to delete these. We also want to tick that. There's another thing you want to do, and that is because now we have both the ESMs and the ESPs installed. That will lead to double the hairdos and double the facial hair, something we don't really want to have. So I'm going in and go into optional ESPs and move the ESPs into the optional ESP section by just clicking on it and using the up arrow. The reason why I'm doing it this way is that while you can also just change the ESP to an ESM state using WryeBash, it does change the ESP, and I want to have the ESP as a backup should I have fucked up somewhere or if I need to go back. So with that done, as you can see, there's no KS Hairdos ESP or SVBeards ESP in here. We can now go and open the creation kit. Once the kit has loaded, we need to select Skyrim Romance. You can just highlight it, set as an active file, so it loads the first requirements in. And then we also need to check the SVBeards ESM and the KS Hairdo ESM that we created previously. That will make these a master to Skyrim Romance. Going to click OK and let it load. As you see, there's some error messages that are popping up. Don't be frightened. Just select yes to all. These error messages pop up every time and it's okay, and those will not break the game or your mod. Alright, sometimes it happens that your object window disappears. At least for me, it happens a lot of time. So I'm just going to go on the view, click object window, and there we have it again. The first thing I'm going to show you is how to create a custom hair color for your character. You have to do a little bit of changes, but if you follow along closely, you should not have any problem in creating yours. First, you want to locate under miscellaneous the color form. You can copy an existing one, or you can create a new one. For creating one, you just right click on an option and click new. This will bring a color form. This will create a new window. You have several options. First, you want to type in an ID. I'm going to choose IG and Bishop Hair Color, and we have to give it another name. So it's going to be Bishop Hair Color. It doesn't need to be playable, but you can make it playable if you want to. And now comes the moment where you enter the R, G, and B values that you previously noted down. So I noted down 15, 11, and 7. The color you see here is very, very dark, But that's completely fine. Colors in the Creation Kit look much darker than they are in game. So in game, they will appear much brighter. So don't be frightened if the color is not what you chose in game. You can click OK now here. There's two things more to make this work. We can now there's two more steps that we need to do in order to be able to pick the hair color we just created in the editing menu for the character. For that, we need to head into Form List. You can now use the filter and type in hair. That will bring up these two lists, hair color list and hair color list. Do not use. We want to use the first one. Just have it open up, and the next thing is to go again under color form. You can have the hair still in there. If you have your name with something with hair in it, it will find it. And then we can drag and drop the newly created hair color into the form list. It will pop up down here. Now we're going to click OK. For Bishop to be able to choose this hair, we have to add this hair to the hair list that the race has. I know this is very complicated. It just is, every race has different hair colors, so you won't get feather colors for Nords, while you won't get normal hair colors for Agonians. So we are going to go up a little bit on the character. We're clicking race. And then we want to click Nord. Bishop does have his own race in the Skyrim Romance animated mod. However, the character or the actor is based sorry. So when you open this up, you might see that there is a special race called Bishop. I found that Bishop actually doesn't have the Bishop race, which is customly set. He does have the Nord race. So in order for him to be able to use the hair that we just created, we're going to have to edit the Nord race. Select it. A new window will pop up. So you see there's even different nose types and lip types that you can choose for a character. What we're wanting is to is the editor ID for the available hair colors. You want to right click into the window and create new, and there will be this list pop up, and that's the hair color list that we previously edited. We want to choose the last entry, which should be our created hair color, and that's IG Bishop hair color. I'm going to click OK. Make sure it is in the list and then click OK again. Now it's time to go and edit our actor, which is Bishop. So we are going to look for Bishop, and we go under Actors and Actor tab, and then we have this file here as Rev Bishop. That's the one we want. If your actor editing window isn't opening up to character gen parts, use the arrows to navigate or see the different tabs here and choose the character gen parts tab. First, we want to have him have the hair color, so we're going to pull down the drop down menu and choose the hair color that's now in here. Next, we have the different hair parts and parts of Bishop. We want to click into the hair tab here, so just click it, and then we get another drop down menu. Here we want to locate the hair that we've previously, the hairstyle that we previously noted down when we were in game. So I choose Soledad. You can preview him by clicking Preview Full. You get another error message. You click Yes to All for him to render, and then you can see he's popped up and he's got the different hair color and the other hairstyle. We also choose another beard. So now we want to navigate the same way. We click on the beard of the facial hair section of his character, then go into the drop-down menu, look for the chosen beard style that we wanted. Mine is 147. We can again preview him. I know that it does work, so I'm not going to make any changes. What sometimes happens with Bishop is that he gets a neck seam that you can't fix with skin texture mods. And the reason for this is because he has a custom head part for his face. What you can do here is to change that to male head Nord. It won't change his features, but it will change the color he has, and it will eradicate any neck seam. You can again preview him, and you can see his face got a little bit darker, but it will have deleted the neck seam. If you have problems with the neck seam just on Bishop or the Skyrim Romance characters, try this method and maybe that fixes it for you. Now that he's created and changed, there's one more thing we need to do, and that is to generate his face gen data. For that, we are going to click on Control and F4 while he's selected, and then say export face gen data for all selected NPCs, and we click on yes. There will be a pop-up once it's done, and then we can save. Once you get the line saving done, you can close the CreationKit, and now Bishop should have a completely different set of hair when you load up your game, and whatever save game you load up. What I would recommend is closing the mod organizer once and load it up again, just to make sure that every changes in the settings and whatever have been moved and there's no problems in here. So what we are going to do is load up SKSE if it's not yet selected and click on Run. So the game is loaded up, we are on Riverwood, and we're here to check if the changes have worked and if he has a grey face or anything else. There's an error message showing on screen now. Don't worry too much about that. That is when you do changes in the CreationKit, sometimes the game or the mod organizer needs to be closed and open up several times for it to recognize the Skyrim inis again that you have installed. But we are here for this beauty, and as you can see, the hair has been changed. He doesn't have a grey face, the hair color looks okay, and we can talk to him. As you can see, I do have him as a follower.
What do you want to ask?
And he's still fully functional, so he hasn't been broken through the editing. A disclaimer at the end. Please don't upload the changed files to any site or wherever publicly without the creator's permissions. Don't ask me to upload them, because these are really just for private use. You can do these changes as you wish to modify the mod even more and change it to your liking, to what you personally prefer. You can do much more than just changing hair color and facial hair if you really want to, but I'm not going any more into detail as this. Anyway, you have now a completely unique Bishop in your game that works with KS Hairdos, and you can change the beard as well. Have fun playing around with him, and I'll see you next time. Bye!